Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome to the Stylus League episode 103. My name is Mike Thompson. You know me. You guys know me. Mike Thompson here at the stream. Well, happy Saturday to you. If you are not familiar with the show, what we do here, it's a creative live stream, and what we do is we usually choose a topic. We will, a theme, we will sculpt it for around 4 weeks and try to get as close to done as possible. And this week we got the Super Friends still with us. We had them on for the past 2 weeks. We're working on Legend of Zelda. And so yeah, let's get into this thing, shall we? Thank you.
It's the Stylus League. Mike and B pitching the pen, making pitches ascend to the highest ring. The league. Raul running the scheme. Tune into the program and wide receive. Yeah, we dropping these seeds. Art over everything. Drive the dream.
What's up, fellas?
What is up, guys?
Hey guys.
Hello.
Salutations.
I already had my coffee, so my mug's not here.
Chick-fil-A, sponsor me.
Chick-fil-A.
I really gotta order a mug too.
That's next.
Yeah, when you do that, let me know. We're having some.
Oh, that's right.
difficulties
That's
with
right.
that.
You have to- okay. Yeah.
But hey, but Brad, you did just get. Did you get a shirt or a cap? Something came
I don't
in yesterday.
know. I don't know if I got a shirt. It's not
there
quite
it is.
here yet.
You know what
No.
you should have done? You should have had like a zip up jacket and then zipped it down and walked up to the camera and pulled it off.
If this were a November stream, that could have happened. However,
The big reveal.
August stream, there'd
Yeah.
just be a Brad-shaped puddle on my chair if I were to wear anything over a short sleeve shirt.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right. Well, thank you guys and welcome to the Stylus League Creative Livestream. As Mike had mentioned, every month, these lovely gentlemen go ahead and do a sculpt of the theme. So they take a character from the theme of the month and they make a sculpt out of it. So this month we are doing The Legend of Zelda. Finally. And so with that being said, I'm gonna actually shift a couple of people around here. Let's see. I like Tony next to Bradley.
How are you doing that? How you doing that, son? How you doing that? I know you can do that.
You
Don't
click
tell
on
him.
faces and drag.
Don't. God.
All right. So with that being said, since it looks like Brad is the only one who has the assignment up on screen, Brad, what do we got going on this week?
Well, so the main thing is the outer extremities: hands, feet, legs, arms. You know what we call the body in the biz. This is the stuff I have to work on today. So just minor things like the entire body. Aside from that, though, everything's done.
Okay.
Looking good, man.
Yeah, it is.
That thing is looking real good, actually.
He's got a nice
A
little
little
headdress.
too good. A little too good at my book.
Too good. Don't like it.
Kick him, Raul. Kick him.
All right. So
Right.
I have to follow directions. I'm sorry.
No, I mean from the show,
w-
the whole show.
Yeah, no, he's gone. So
Good.
Tony, what do we got going? We had him back on.
Last
He
time-
added himself back on.
Last time I did the hands, a little detailing between the show and last time. I added the kimono, a little dynamic mesh in there. So I'm working on that. And today I'm going to work on the sword. So we'll see how far we get.
I'm loving the pose.
Thank you. Thank you. The details. I think what's going to happen with this guy is a lot of it's going to end up being all that jewelry, because every picture I see of him, he's like iced out, all kinds of gems and jewels and gold. I think that's going to take a lot of time.
Yeah, those little details. He's from the Gerudo Desert, and he's the king there.
Yep.
Looks great, man. Bradley, what about you?
See, let me press one of these buttons. So
Press the button.
So I did my first pass on my pants in Marble Designer, and now I'm going to work on it in ZBrush. So when you're using Marble Designer, so what I want to be able to do is, as you can see, like, so this is how I started. This is me creating the panels. This is the sim. As you can see, what's missing in my pants, you see all the edge details and the stitching. So I'm going to start to process that inside of ZBrush today.
All right. Great. Excited to see how that comes out, man.
Well, great. I'm doing it.
Nice. Nice wrinkles. Like
Love
them
the
wrinkles.
Mm,
Mhm,
wrinkles.
mhm.
Now,
stuff.
last but not least, Michaelis, what you got going on this week?
I am updating ZBrush. So that's what I'm doing.
That is
I turned on
amazing.
ZBrush and it said update ZBrush. So I'm updating ZBrush and then I'm gonna do some stuff. Now I'm working on Link as well. Just take my word for it. Looks fantastic. Looks amazing.
Yep.
That's all you need to know. All right,
Yeah,
next
Like
person.
that is in Link.
That is it. You are the next person. There is nobody else. All right. Everybody pencils down, sideways, up, to the left, to the right. Do a little jig. I'm getting off the camera and letting the artist take full screen while we go ahead and get to chat. Ram is on saying number one, son. Hey Ram, how you doing? If we were to tally how many times Ram is number one in the chat,
always first in the building.
Yeah. I don't know. Jamie sometimes gives him a good run for his money. Yeah.
Those two guys come in and cut on the lights.
Yep, they turn on the lights. They got keys. They got keys to the spot.
Warm up the fry machine. Put the grease in there.
Yep. What's funny is that it looks like Ram is calling people out, asking Gus, where is he? It's pretty
He's our
interesting.
attendance officer.
Ben is on the stream, says, good day, Stylus League.
What's up, Ben?
Hey,
Hey,
Ben.
Ben.
Jamie says that he's doing good. He's not saying that to us specifically, but I think it's important to highlight.
Mhm.
Mini Chick Studios on says, hello, everyone. Happy
Hey,
Saturday. What is up,
Hey.
Mini Chick? Jace is on the stream saying, finally en fuego. That's how I read the fire.
Mhm.
Love the energy.
Maricat is on going, hey guys, happy Saturday.
Oh, it blew out my speakers.
Thank God for the clip.
Yeah.
Thank God for that clip.
Yeah.
You guys are great. Love the Super Friends. They're fantastic.
Spot
Hey,
on.
3D. Yeah, I know. It's uncanny. Hey, 3D. 3D says, hey, everyone. I hope everyone is doing awesome. Jamie also mentioned looking great, Brad.
Well, thank you. The sculpture's looking okay too, but you know, it's
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm pretty sure he's referring to you physically.
clearly.
Yeah. I don't know. There's something about your attire today that just makes
I think it's what it
that
is.
much
Yeah,
more
I have a
attractive.
certain radiance that
Yeah.
you only get from wearing merchandise.
Yeah, pregnancy glow, if you will.
Yes.
When you got that glow. Come on.
There you go. There you go.
No, that's a different one. That's a different
Yeah.
one. That's a different one.
How dare you?
I'm just not trying to get striked. That's all.
No, it's too late. It's already too late. Like
I just
they
said
did
3 words.
that.
Tell
Four
that to
words.
the
I just said
tubes.
4 words.
Tell that to the tubes.
Listen, they were gonna strike us regardless. You know, we're number 1 on their hit list. Public enemy number 1. Bradley has a Stylus League shirt on. I don't think that's sanctioned.
Yeah,
Or Brad,
translation. Drop it.
Yeah.
3D says, I have no idea, but I'm not able to tag anyone. Oh, I'm sorry, 3D. That again is part of the tubes, though. That's on them.
I've had that happen to me before too. Yeah, I have no idea what causes that.
Yeah, I've had it happen before as well. I think if you like clear your cache and like refresh your browser and stuff, it'll work. But I also don't do that often.
Hey, Tony.
Anastasi's on hold just so that I can read this and you can get to it. Hello guys, happy to catch you live. Hey Anastasi, welcome to the stream. Sorry, Mike, go ahead.
No. This is my fault. Tony sent me his skateboard the other day. I wanted to get his wheels off of there.
The wheels off. Oh.
Yeah, you sent me your skateboard. I already got a deck. Can you send that again, please?
Tony, stop playing. Send me that belts too. I need those belts.
Belts.
He sent that link to those links are
they're still there. They're pretty fresh.
Which one did you send it to?
Super Friends.
Super Friends.
Okay, cool.
As compelling as this content is, Mike, can you tell me what you're working on this week? Yeah, so I am updating ZBrush still. I'm just kidding. All right, this is my link. So what I decided to do with mine, to take it a different direction, was I didn't want to do another just regular link. So I thought it might be cool to do a version of him that's like a modern day dude, maybe in an urban setting. So he's got just kind of like the sweatpants on and hoodie and t-shirt. His skateboard on the bottom of the deck, it's going to have his sword. Does it have a name, Raul? The sword? The master sword.
The master sword. Master sword. And then on his backpack, he's going to have the shield print. And then I'm going to kind of figure out a way to incorporate the two of them. So that's it. I'm going to stylize his face today and get his upper body. You can see it's real mushy. Probably bring it up and make it a little more detailed like the lower body. So that's it. It's my link. Oh, he's going to have a giant name buckle too. Like back in my day, you guys, you weren't anybody if you didn't have a giant name buckle and deflect knives like Ben Carson. Ben Carson, shout out to the HUD secretary, former head secretary. Deep cut. Okay. Anyway, that's it.
Yeah.
Went from being a brilliant neurosurgeon to a meme. Way to go. Right.
Yeah, Bradley can tell you I always rocked a big ass belt buckle going through college.
Oh, word? Did you really, or are you just playing?
Nope,
okay.
Sure did. I thought I was Pootie Tang for a little bit.
Pootie Tang.
And sandals to open up beer bottles. It was a sight.
That's
not only that.
That's a choice.
I had belt buckles that opened up beer bottles.
I don't imagine a giant belt buckle that read Brad is much of a flex. So I didn't really do that.
Yeah, it depends on what part of town usually, but no. Jamie says, Tony, drop all of your work in the Discord, please.
So just give everybody everything. There you go.
Mm-hmm. Can you just upload a link to your hard drive? Thanks. Yeah. Thank you for that.
That conversation sounds familiar, but it's okay.
So you're looking at the jewelry. So this is basically the concept that you're going to be using to.
I'm looking at the motifs and the shapes, and I'm going to use that to kind of design the sword, because he's sort of in like a samurai pose, and it looks like he has like sort of a samurai sword going on there. So we'll see what happens. I'm winging it.
Did you watch the ending like I told you to?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so.
Nothing personal.
He did not do his homework.
He did not. He did not do his homework.
I'm not ready for that yet.
The sheer power.
There it is.
Did anything come out last week, or are we still all Barbenheimering it out right now?
Turtles came out.
Turtles came out.
Oh, how did that review?
Apparently, it's doing great. I was going to go see it, but I'm torn because it's on Paramount. Paramount, their movies come out on the app pretty fast, so I don't know.
Yeah, this is where streaming is like really cannibalizing the movie industry right now. Because I'm pretty sure like Mario is coming out like really soon too.
It's out already. It's out already.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's already on Peacock.
Wow. Yeah, that's quick.
Super
Bradley, what do you got going on here?
So I wanted to, because there's a lot of videos and stuff on how to process Marvel's Designer cloth, and I wanted to show a little bit. So there is in Marvel's Designer 12 and higher, one of the biggest challenge with taking out cloth into ZBrush and everything was the actual mesh quality. New Marvelous Designer has a better remesh algorithm, so you can basically, with the new remesh, after I did my my sim, I did a remesh and I got pretty good topology to sculpt over. Okay, and let's see, he said my camera's off. Sorry about that. Better, Raul? You could have told me that.
Yeah, better.
All right, cool. So pretty good topology. So I'm going to skip the whole remeshing of this because I can sculpt on top of this topology, right? But what I'm missing is thickness, and I'm missing all of the seam details that I need to help to like break this up and start to really sculpt on it. So I'm going to add a panel loop inside of edge loops, panel loops. I made sure I ignored groups because I don't want all the individual panels to make individual groups. So I'm going to panel loop, and now I have the thickness that I want around the edge. Maybe I might make it a little thicker. Let's do it a little thicker. Right. I'm going to delete the inner part. I don't need it. Now I have my edges. Delete hidden. I want to make all my panels the same poly group. So I'm going to separate that. That. Cool. That. All right. So all these would be the same. All right. Now you see how I have all basically my panels. I'm going to go to crease poly group, creasing, and I'm going to crease by poly group. Then now I'm going to go into masking. To uncheck this. I'm going to mask by feature. I'm masking all my poly groups. All my creases, and I'm going to invert them, and you can go in deformation, and I can then start to deflate some of these. So now I have my panels. And then you can start to really go in and really go in and sculpt over this and really kind of, the goal is, depending on your style that you're trying to get it to, my goal is to remove the Marvelous Designer look from it to kind of make it feel more natural. And if I divide this, you'll see how good this actually looks. Divide. That's one way that you can take your Marvelous Designer cloth and make it really nice.
Super cool.
Yep.
Are they going to be kind of like a patchwork leather thing?
Yep. Yep.
Oh, cool.
All right. All right, and we got Zujitsu's on, says, good morning, Stylus League.
Hey.
Sup, Jujitsu?
Hey.
Jamie B asks a question. What about the panel loops tool in geometry, Bradley?
So the reason why you don't want to use the panel loops tool, and I'll show you why not that. Watch this. You're about to see how messy that gets with the geo. So if I go here and I go panel loops, it's going to give me additional geo in between all of the parts, and it's going to be a nightmare. So where's my edge loops? So if I do panel loops, I remove this, ignore. See how it starts to like do all this weird stuff? Because also I don't want to really add like a lot of thickness to the cloth. I just want to bring out the edges that I already have. And of course, if I play around with this, I can get it a little better, right? But all these, you see how all these edges, they're actually welded in. These panel loops are actually adding and separating geo in between. You see how it's adding this thickness between everything? And I don't want that. Like, I don't need that thickness between it to make the seams. I just need to be able to bring the seams out. So that's why I would not use panel loops.
Okay. Thank you, Bradley. Hopefully that helps, Jamie. And we have the one, the only Smith, period. Morning, everyone. With a pink hand waving. Wavy, wavy. Jamie says, cool, thanks. No, Jamie, thank you. Brad, what do you got going on over here, brother?
This is not an exciting part, but this is I'm kind of putting these little rings on the boots. I don't know what the rings on the boots actually do. Bro, do you know what the rings on the boots actually do? Are they just
nope.
are they just decoration?
They're just decoration.
That's just
Are
a
they
common
magical
elf
boot
thing.
rings? Because they're magical boot rings. I'll have to change my approach, but they're just rings around the boots, and I'm trying to kind of like put these little straps around them, which seem to be there, and I don't know what to do with them, so I'm going to kind of work on the boots around them, but I just need to have them there because they are supposed to be there, and I think eventually I'm going to kind of cover them up, but it's important that they're there so that I can start with that. And I'm using
They amplify the power.
They do, and I'm using the Happy Trails brush that Mike uses a lot on his stream, which is an awesome brush. It's basically a standard brush with the Trails modifier added to it, which is really cool and very. It just adds a little bit of extra oomph to the stroke. The Trails kind of like just redoubles the stroke over top of it. It's one of those things I imagine that Pablo uses on his brushes a lot because there's like in that little modifier tablet in your brush palette here on your brush. Let's go to brush here, my standard brush, and then go here to modifiers. There's this Trails modifier down here, which basically just kind of like it adds to the stroke. So like if I slowly go here, it kind of like builds over that stroke as I go instead of just being a normal brush, which is like a little bit less intense like that. And it just kind of like just builds on that. And then if you go in here also and that same modifier tablet and turn on your brush modifier, as you crank this up, you'll get like a pinch on there as well. So like we have this Happy Trails brush, which has essentially trails added to it, and I think a little bit of a pinch to it, which gives your stroke a little bit more of a thing. So here's my standard Trails pinch brush, and I kind of just if I duplicate this a little bit more, I get a little more of a clean line that again it's got a little bit of a ridge to it, which you wouldn't have otherwise. It's a little bit more. This shows up a little bit better because it's got that little Trails modifier on there. Just kind of builds up as you go. So there's that. You'll see Mike, I think, has used that brush a lot in his live streams, but it's a really cool brush to kind of just get your standard brush a little bit more oomph per stroke. It saves you from having to go back over it a little bit more. So there's that little modifier tab, I should say, in the brush palette. It's really useful to kind of play around and adjust things like your standard brush to kind of give it a little bit extra functionality which you might not get with the default settings. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's something to consider. Just throwing it out there. It's good to kind of play around with those settings and see what you can do with your brush.
I like nothing more than getting a little oomph out of my strokes.
There's no feeling like it.
Ew.
Why?
What?
We weren't going there, Tony. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, Tony, why you gotta take it there, dude?
Because I have a dirty mind.
Jeez. Guts is on says hello, guys. I am assuming that he is asleep drinking his coffee. Hey Gus, how you doing? DK is on the stream too, says, hey everyone. What's up, DK?
Hey.
We also have Aldo on, says, good morning, y'all. Sorry I've missed the last couple of live shows. Good to be here today. No worries, Aldo. I am almost positive you caught the VOD. Lovely to have you here, though. Thank you for everybody. Hey, and if you guys are here watching, drop a like. Drop a like on the stream. What I noticed today, for some reason, we were not in my feed. So let's smash that like button and see if it actually does anything to to being in the feed.
Let's see if it works.
So, Mike, you're building out the skateboard right now?
So Tony gave me a great skateboard. I already had a deck, so I just modified his wheels to fit my board, basically. And now I'm just doing that little grip pad that's on the top. I just made UVs for it, so I'm going to add some surface noise to it, which should make it look pretty cool. Let's see if I can do it on the camera here. Noise and strength. There it is. Yeah. And maybe bump up the scale a little bit. So now I can have like this textured piece on top. And then when I turn everything back on, this is one more thing that if I add color to it, it'll look a little better. Let's see. Like that, right? So just working on getting this stuff together.
Effectively, you're gonna like spray paint the Master Sword on there?
No, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flip it around this way. So let's go here. I'll flip it around this way, and then I will put the painting or the sword here.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Not
like,
on the grip tape.
No, so like I have boards on my wall that I got, and the artwork is usually on the bottom of them. So when you're doing those nice like ollies and grinds and stuff, people can see it. And then you have the grip tape on the top that's just covering up bare wood.
I never actually kind of understood that, because like if you start grinding and stuff like that, you're gonna completely jack up the art on it.
Yeah. I mean, some people like that. You know, for me, I like the art, so I have them on my wall. But if I was skating, I'd probably get two decks, one that I could screw up and one that I could kind of keep. Much like action figures. So yeah, that's all.
Gotta have one to play with.
Totally.
Yeah. Awesome, man. Thank you.
Now, are you planning on, when you do like the painting of the sword, is that something you're going to use with poly paint, or?
Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and paint it. I mean, there's not an awful lot to this guy, so I'll paint that and the shield. I could use just some existing artwork and put it on there, but you know, I'm a poly painter. I like painting stuff.
From way back.
So, from way back, you know me. Y'all know me.
Let's see here. Looks like some folks talking to each other in chat. Love to see it. And Tony, what are you doing right now with the sword?
I'm trying to work in some topology so I get some nice creases at the bottom where the edge bevels. And this is usually automatic for me, but I can't figure it out. So I'm kind of stuck. But that's okay. I'll figure it out. So I'm just kind of really low poly. I'm working in the bevel, figuring out where I'm going to insert edge loops, because I'm going to have it widen out, give the sword a belly, and then I'm going to use some deform tools to curve it. And I just want to put enough topology in it so that when I start engraving it and subdividing it, it all meshes nicely. I'll get it. Let me cook. Let me cook.
All right. I'm gonna let you cook there. Double toil and trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Zen Zane is on, says hello, wavy. And we also have Frederick on the stream. Hey, Frederick, how you doing? Greetings and salutations, gentlemen. And chat. What's up, chat? Well, chat got double love. Love it. It's just House just hopped onto the stream, says, morning, y'all.
Hey, morning.
Sculpt's looking killer as always. That was a dramatic pause, by the way, for all. So what did you guys have going on this past week? I have been in a cave, so I actually haven't spoken to anyone. Like Bradley, by the way, like Bradley was trying to get a hold of me all week this past week, and we'd been playing phone tag, and it was just yesterday that he asked, how was my wife getting back from Europe? And she landed on Monday. So yeah, how's everybody's week?
But all right, can't complain. Didn't do much. For me and Brad, it's the long Sunday before we have to start work again.
I was about to say, school starts what, next week, the week after?
No, don't do that to me.
Yeah, I was going to say it's not even funny. But no, I think maybe in Florida it might start a lot earlier in the summer.
It starts next week.
We start in the beginning of September, so we got a little time.
Oh, okay.
A little time.
Yeah, I'm at the end of August, but in my mind now, I'm at that point where my dread of going back is being tempered by my excitement of getting paid again. So I will begrudgingly accept the fact that I have to go back to work because I also need to pay bills.
Money, I don't need money.
So my wife is a college professor, and she chose the option to like just spread out the money even throughout the summer. So do you guys have that option?
You can, but I don't know.
I mean, you could, but
why is what you're trying to say? You're like, I just like getting paid up front.
Like I want my money now. You don't know when you'll see that check again.
Anything could happen.
It's more trouble than it's worth. I mean, if I just, you have to go and fill out these forms. I could also just transfer some money and save it. So, some schools probably make it easier. Some schools probably make it more of a, do you want to do it? Yes. But our schools make everything way more difficult than they should be. So,
have you seen that commercial? It's my money and I want it now. That's why.
The JG Wentworth commercials.
JG Wentworth. Oh, that must not be a Florida thing. It's a Jersey thing.
Well, either way, I don't have cable, and I go out of my way not to watch commercials.
I always think about that whenever you watch a commercial and they're singing these like ornately produced songs and operas about like diarrhea medication. And I think like there's someone in a studio who probably had dreams of like, being a star singer.
They are.
And they're probably like singing about heartburn, acid reflux, and diarrhea like through tears. Because
do you know how much money they get paid for that?
I know. I mean, again, like it's awesome because yes, but I can just imagine these people have good voices and they're singing about the importance of being regular. I just think it's an interesting juxtaposition of expectation versus reality. You know what I'm saying?
I will happily sell out. Just saying.
Oh, I would sell out in a second. In fact, I'm willing to. Anyone want to sell out?
Really?
Anybody want me to write a little tune for them? I mean,
a little jingle. Get your jingle game on.
Yeah. Anytime.
Work with Chuck Taylor.
As we listen to these sellouts. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, all the music you enjoy are from sellouts.
Yeah, it used to be a bad thing.
Yep.
Used to be a bad thing back in the day. Now people
we
can't
say,
wait
go
to
get
sell
your
out.
bag. Yeah, go get your bag. Not even mad at it.
Where do I get my Cardi B offset McDonald's meal, Happy Meal? Where do I get that thing?
Likely McDonald's. Sorry, I think that the answer was in the question.
That's where it is. Damn it.
No, nobody.
It's in the name.
It's in the
name. Oh, by the way, I happened to see yesterday. This is how talented Seal is. I was had the TV on in the background. There was a Jennifer Hudson show, and Seal was the guest. And Jennifer had him sing the ingredients, like what comes with a Cardi B offset Happy Meal. And this dude made it sound amazing. So I'm like, some people can sing, some people can't sing. Yeah. Yep. Just saying.
Oh, so they're actually.
Really?
I didn't know there was a Cardi B Happy Meal. Okay, so that's.
Have you been in a
There-
cave?
There is definitely. You haven't seen the commercials for it?
No,
I
I
have
didn't.
not.
I didn't know there was a Cardi B Happy Meal either.
Yeah.
Now you know.
So, I mean, since we're talking about selling out, I don't know if that's selling out, but I think it is. Pretty sure.
Brad and I were talking about the lottery all week because it's up to like $1.5 billion.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna sell out immediately. Nobody will know that I won. I'm gonna buy my mega yacht and just disappear, guys.
I got news for you. Nobody won yet, so you're gonna have to do that crap all over again. This is why I don't like the lottery.
I beg your pardon.
Nope.
I won $2, Mike. So
Did you? Oh,
I did.
okay.
So lunch
All right.
is on me, fellas.
Nice. Nice.
Is it though? With $2, is it?
You may have
It
to
doesn't-
temper your expectations as to what you're
Yeah,
getting.
what lunch is? That's ramen for everybody. Big old pot of ramen.
Hey, ramen has saved lives. It's not.
Yeah, it has.
Now, I wanna take a moment and highlight Jamie B from our Discord. As far as I know, I'm not sure I've seen any others. He's the only one kind of sculpting along right now with all of this, and I wanted to highlight what he's been working on.
Oh, nice,
So-
Jamie.
Nice.
So, yeah,
dude.
Yeah,
so-
we got paint on there. I didn't realize it was painted.
So
Nice,
yeah.
man.
So he's
Okay.
got he's doing his work. I'm loving the shield. The shield is looking exactly the way that it does in the game. So really great job, Jamie. I
Can you
just
bring
want
that up
to
on full screen?
oh, I thought I did. My bad. Here we go. Boop.
I like that. The bow and arrows. Nice.
Yep.
Yeah, and you can tell that this is so I'm assuming because I've seen some of the other things that Jamie's done is that this is going to get 3D printed. So you can actually already see kind of like the transparency on the arrow itself. So looking really good, brother. Looking really good.
That's not an easy pose either because bow and arrow poses with the arms. I find that
Tricky.
very very tricky. Yeah, I don't enjoy it.
Wait, guys. Sparky Face won $45. Lunch is on Sparky Face.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
So Sparky Face has got lunch.
Yeah.
Yep, Sparky. By the way, welcome to the stream, Sparky. Sparky saying, I'm winning the lottery. I've only got 3 tickets and I've won $45.
There you can go.
Yeah.
45.
I spent $60 and won $0. So you're doing it right. I hate the lottery.
You
Just
understand
saying.
that that's how the lottery works, right? Like that's how they get their money.
I don't have to like it.
No,
I don't have to like it.
No.
If I could just win once, I've never won anything ever.
Sparky says, so I'm never buying a lotto ticket again. Yep.
Keep the streak.
That
Yeah, keep the
is-
streak.
Stop while you're ahead. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, that's why she said it. Because I'm ahead.
You never lose if you don't play. See?
That's my mantra. Jamie says, thank you, Raul. You're welcome, Jamie. Great work in there. Glad to call it out.
I'm in the firm camp that you never miss 100% of the shots that you don't take.
Yep.
There you go.
That's
Something like
that's
that.
very true.
Yeah, that's
That's true.
Truer words have never been spoken.
right.
That's a wise word.
Thank you.
That's a wise word.
Thank you. Listen, as the sage old man of the group, I'm letting you know. That's facts right there.
I mean, technically, it is. So, yeah.
Guys, if anybody else is sculpting along in the Discord, go ahead and drop it on the Work in Progress 3D channel. And I will make sure to highlight it. Let's see here. Oh, Sparky does say Also, hi to everyone. So, welcome again, Sparky. And Jamie says, thanks, Brad, for the body pose help. Oh, you were helping him out in the Discord, Brad?
I made a suggestion. That's all. A mere suggestion.
Is
you'd,
it
be surprised,
the
you'd be
S
surprised.
of
To
the
find, you'd be
spine?
surprised to find that my suggestion dealt with something, bending the torso, because it's bending the torso is like for me what AO is to Bradley. You just it has to be said all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Over and over again.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Speaking of Bradley, he looks really, really intense right now.
He is. He's very focused right now. I can tell.
Mm-hmm. We don't need you to speak. No, please continue to focus, sir. You're going to be in full screen as we just talk over you, over that level of concentration.
It's
like sweat dripping from his forehead.
Like watching golf. Like we're talking in hushed tones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Other pro tip. Whenever so especially with Marvel Designer, when you take it back into ZBrush, a good thing to do is to go over your wrinkles and over exaggerate them with a layer, and then you could adjust them as you want for the look and feel. So just simming it is usually just the beginning of all the work you got to do.
Yeah. Look at those creases, son.
Now, did you say you're going to have him kind of like in a museum type pose, or is that because it's one of those things that you have to kind of worry about losing some of that stuff after you bend the leg?
I don't have to worry about losing nothing. Wait and see.
Wait and see.
Oh, that's right. You got the practice of that. Yeah. The thingy, the thing with the thing.
Dang. Brad, when they make video games and stuff, you do know that they do all this work and it's still there. It's still there.
Yeah.
I know. I've played some games where it's not.
But it's saved in a map, right? Typically.
Yeah.
So, okay. I didn't realize we were saving stuff to maps here. It's getting, it's
getting fancy with the spices.
Yes, exactly.
By the way, I did just see what Smith dropped in the Discord, and he's trying to give me nightmares. Thank you. Hey, thanks for dropping that, Smith. Now I can't close my eyes.
Is that an old school EA shirt that you're wearing?
Stop.
Remember they used to have like the ball, triangle, and the square? Is that what that is?
Yeah. You want one?
Yeah, hell yeah, that's dope.
Give me your size. I'll get you one.
Are those Bugle Boys?
I'm not going to do that on the air.
I'm not asking you to do that on the
That's
air.
not cool.
The tone drastically changed.
I'm asking you to give it to me.
Yeah, there was a lot of
however you.
There was a lot of extra bass in Mike's voice when he said
it's
that.
extra small. You know what I wear, extra small.
He's a dainty petite man.
You made a request. I'm making it happen. All right. Like, why you got to turn it into something that's not?
I wish I changed the subject.
And I'm sensitive about my.
Speaking of which,
COVID.
If you guys can make a thumbs up on the stream, that would be nice. Just like it, please. Thanks. No, but that's cool. I didn't realize that was the old EA logo. Just like looking at it, it's just been a long time.
I recognize that from the Dr. J. Larry Bird game back in the day. I was like, ooh, I know what that is.
Yeah, that's super cool.
They recently just got them all in. This one seems to go out pretty quickly.
And it doesn't look like it's a shirt. Is it like a? It's like a lightweight hoodie.
Like lightweight hoodie. Well, it's a shirt hoodie.
A shoodie, if you will.
A shoodie, yeah. We need to make shoodies. I like shoodies.
Careful.
Tony, be careful, guys. That was close. That was a close one. Smith says, I'm not trying to make intentional nightmares. Yeah, man. No, I mean, you know, it's there though. Where's that, Smith? Where is that character from? Or are you just kind of like doing it from for yourself? Hannibal is on. Hannibal says hello, all.
What's up, Hannibal? How you doing?
What's up, Hannibal? Hopefully you're having a great Saturday. Drop a like on the stream as you guys enter, please. So nobody saw the TMNT?
Tony probably did. Tony sees everything. He's the Oracle.
Okay.
Tony knew I was going to break that cookie jar before I even came in the room.
Tony told me it was on. Well, we looked and it was on Paramount Plus. So and he proceeded to remind how fast it's going to be on Paramount Plus.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he said he.
Oh,
didn't,
yeah.
He didn't see it. That's right.
He said he was going to see it.
He said.
Oh, he did. He did see it. Tony did see it.
Why are we talking like Tony's not here? I think he's muted.
He's muted.
I didn't realize I was muted. Because my dog was barking. I did not see it yet.
I thought you
surprisingly.
So you lied to us.
I didn't lie. I never said I saw it, dude.
But you were gonna.
You know, I know it's a disappointment to you, Mike, because I'm usually on it, but not this time.
Always.
But I'm definitely going. I'm hearing nothing but good things about it, and it looks amazing to me. That's all we got to say about that, guys.
Yeah, Sparky just dropped some work in progress into the Discord that legitimately, when I saw it, I thought it was concept. I thought that was the concept art she was pulling from. It looks great.
So, speaking of concept art, Brad Groatman, you know our good friend Cameron Davis?
Yes, did you see that?
He posted up, he posted up concept art that he did for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie. Oh. Shout out to Cameron Davis. He did the old Guitar Hero artwork and Tony Hawk. He did the concept for the Squid Head guy that I did for Noman. So, dope artist.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna see if I can pull him up. We have Kaipan PK. Oh, Kyan. Says, hey, good morning, guys. Good morning. Right? Did I say that right? Kaian? Kaian? No?
Isn't it like cayenne, like the pepper?
Is that
cayenne PK? Spelled? I'm probably not. K-I-N. I don't know. Don't be coming around here with all that spelling and stuff. It's not what we do here. That is not what we do here.
Yeah. Sparky says, high praise. Thanks, Raul. Yeah, no, absolutely. Like, legitimately, I was just like, oh, okay. I'm looking forward to see how that turns out. And I'm like, wait, that is what turned out. That looks great. What I'll do is I'll put it up on the screen so everyone can see it. Check it.
Nice.
Yeah. It's got a lot of personality. Love it.
Batty from what's the name of that movie? Ferngully.
What movie?
Fern Gully. Fern Gully.
Fern Gully.
Fern Gully.
Okay.
All right, Mike. Didn't we just say what we don't do, dog? You a jerk. You a jerk.
I'm sorry. You're right. Bradley's right. It's not okay. It's not okay that I don't like when people do it to me. Is that what a bully is? I think I just had a breakthrough.
Yeah,
I just had an epiphany.
Mike is a villain in every 90s movie.
I don't like when people make fun of me, but I enjoy doing it to other people. Does that mean anything? What does that mean?
Yeah, I think
everyone said it's the concept, but no one said what it was from. Jeez, gosh.
I didn't know what it was from. I just thought it looked good.
That movie Fern Gully.
Fern Gully. Yep. Hannibal says, all good here. Now, got suckered into seeing Barbie without knowing what it's about. Hannibal, not for nothing.
Wait a
a great
second.
movie. You got stuck. You
Wait
got
a
suckered seeing it in a
second.
good
There's two
movie?
things wrong with what he just said.
Well,
You-
first
you
of
got-
all, how do you not know what a Barbie movie's about going into a Barbie movie? The
I wasn't
movie's
gonna
about
question
Barbie.
You gonna question that?
The movie's
Secondly,
about
how have
Barbie.
you missed the commercials to not know what it's about?
Jeez, Hannibal.
And
Smith
I
period
got suckered
says,
in a good movie.
I'm trying to recreate Carlos Fuentes concept art within the Alien universe. It's creepy but dope.
I like that artist, and his stuff is mad scary looking. So I did you put that one up? Or you don't
I
have to?
didn't. I'm getting ready to put
It's
it
too
up
scary.
right
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Let me see.
now. Yeah, Bradley would drop on off the.
Avert
off
your
the
eyes.
screen. Yeah,
Oh,
close your
okay,
eyes, Bradley.
nice.
Oh yeah, I
Nice,
saw
nice,
that
nice.
earlier this week. Yeah, this looks good.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he says he's working on the hands today. This is for Hannibal, but Jamie says at Hannibal, did you not wonder why you had to wear only pink? Yeah, I'm not sure how you're surprised by that movie. That movie wore its heart on its sleeve for sure.
Hey, if you went with a lady friend, that's okay. But if you and a homeboy went, you know.
Yeah.
Nothing
If
wrong
you-
with that.
Hey, not for nothing. That movie is about to break $1 billion. So say what you want, but it's like Black Panther territory right now, off Barbie.
I saw somebody online say it's Black Panther for white chicks, and it was hilarious.
Okay.
Okay, I can see that.
So, that's offensive and amazing at the same time.
It's wildly
Or
accurate.
yeah, or probably little girls. Maybe is more accurate. I think.
Brad, what was that I just saw you do? That was really trippy.
I was just gonna add some surface noise to the underlying body, and I wasn't sure if I had UVs, so I just went to my UV map, hit morph, and it just kind of like shows me the flattened version of it, and you can see it's not quite UV'd. It's a little bit of a thing, but yeah, it's just flattening it out so that I can see whether it actually has a pattern that I can apply it to. So yeah, if you were to just kind of walk by and see that, it would look like I was doing terrible things to this poor person's body, but it's okay.
Yeah, I saw it from the corner of my eye, and I was just like, "What is this?"
Could be an issue. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for that. That was great. Mike, it looks like you're working on the hood right now.
Sir. So I went in and detailed the shirt and the hoodie without the hood so far. So now I'm getting ready to do the same thing to the hood.
Okay. Aldo says the Barbie Black Panther plot are eerily similar. Really?
Same movie. It's the same movie.
Okay,
Same
now I
exact-
definitely want to go see that movie.
That might as well have been a double feature. I don't.
Oh, no, I definitely want to see that.
He's not
And
wrong.
Aldo, are you referring to Black Panther 1 or 2?
Oh yeah,
One.
yeah, that's important. Oh, okay, good. Still gonna go see it.
You didn't like part 2?
Not really.
I didn't watch it, so
Listen, I supported part 2. That's all you need to know.
was that this year or late last year? That was last year, right?
Like
Last
late
year.
last year.
Last year.
Yeah.
Tony, you would be happy to know that I these past 2 days I got really bored and started to jump back on COD. So
Oh, I just bought the what's the name?
the season pass.
Yeah, again. It's getting all my money.
Yeah, I just started playing that because I started playing Remnant 2, but my Remnant partner has decided not to play with me right now.
I actually bought the game.
I know you bought it,
actually-
but like I've been sitting there
play after
playing
this
Dark
one.
Souls by myself, effectively.
Yeah, but you got your dog though. So there's
Only if
got a
you
dog.
select that class.
Oh, word.
Yeah, the dog comes with a specific class. Which, by the way, I did select, so you're not wrong. But I'm just saying, like for everybody else, like
It looks good. It looks really good.
You play after the stream.
it plays very well. But it is very much like the comparisons to Dark Souls is very deserved.
I'm not good at Dark Souls, so I may.
Well, it's
might be
it's
getting
Dark
that one.
Souls with guns. So
You made it
if
harder.
you-
So I played the first game. So, but the first game was not Dark Souls hard.
I also did decide to like not play it on the easiest setting against most people's recommendation.
Well, Tony, Brad, and I actually started the first game and played about 15 minutes and never played it again.
Wait,
So
what game
Tony,
was
you
this?
didn't like Remnant from the
Remnant.
Ashes?
No, not my deal.
You might
mean, it was
enjoy
okay.
Remnant 2 a little bit more.
Yeah.
2 looked like a whole different game to me.
Yeah, it doesn't play the same.
You know what I was playing for a while? I was playing Jedi Last Survivor. Not Last Survivor, but
Yeah.
Jedi. What is it called?
Survivor.
Jedi
Survivor, yeah.
Survivor.
I was
As a
playing
matter
the
of
hell
fact,
out of it, and
I would
stopped.
play that. I just don't have it.
I have it. I got pretty far and then I stopped playing for a while. I got to get back to that before school starts. And Street
Yeah,
Fighter
that one's
6.
good.
So I got right now on the system. I got Modern Warfare, Street Fighter 6, and Star Wars Jedi Survivor. I love all of them.
I've been playing The High Life, and it's fun on a stream deck. It's
Have
dope.
you really?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So is it Rick and Morty good, or like how's the writing?
Yeah, the writing's really, really actually clever. I liked it more than Trover Saves the Universe. So yeah, and that was the first Squanch Games game, but yeah, this one's pretty dope actually.
Nice.
Good looking too. Good looking game.
Yeah, I've always appreciated the games that like they convert from an adult cartoon. Like I really always enjoy the South Park games.
Yeah,
Like the Stick
Yeah,
of
they're-
Truth is an amazing video game. It's
yeah.
amazing.
I actually finished that one. I didn't finish the Fractured Butthole. This one is dope. It doesn't have anything to do with the show though, but it's really good.
Did you
Yeah.
say fractured butthole?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Fractured, but
it-
WHOLE. Hold.
yeah.
Hey,
Mini
Don't
Chick
get your
says-
mind in the gutter.
Mini Chick says that she's definitely allergic to pink, so she'll have to take Aldo's word for it because he says
Mhm.
they're both origin stories. That's why they're similar.
You know, I heard that they don't have a 2 planned. So like they're like, this movie's making all this money and we don't even have a 2 planned. I'm like, yeah,
It'll
I have
come
a
out.
feeling that that's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
going to be a problem for long.
Yeah, that's not gonna be an issue. The moment the strike is over, a 2 is gonna get like whipped up so quick.
You know what would be dope is if they're like, we don't need writers, and they decide to make the second one with AI, and then it bombs at the theaters. That would be amazing. Take that, machines.
So I put a post.
That was Mike
up on-
Thompson saying that machines, not Tony Gore.
Tony Gore has already said he welcomes the new machine overlords, but I'm fighting back. Call me John Connors of the Stylus League.
Counters, more than one counters.
Well, yep.
That's what I said.
I ended up putting up on my LinkedIn saying that I'm gonna worry about robots the moment my Roomba stops getting stuck in the track of my sliding glass door.
Facts.
So
Facts.
that's when I'm gonna really start to worry. For right now, I'm feeling pretty good about life.
But you can't.
They're gonna remember that.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about life right now. Hannibal says at Mike T Art, if
Yes, sir.
you see it, tell me if you feel like you need to apologize to every blonde you see. You go in thinking it's love and thunder, but ends up being fight the power.
Okay, I don't know anything about any of that, but it looks like a good movie to me. It looks good. I haven't made any blonde enemies, so I'm going to go in with a clean slate. I'm going to feel pretty good about
You feel
myself.
pretty
If it gets to the point I have to
That's
go
right.
apologize to every blonde, I'm like,
I
what
have
did I do?
never crossed a blonde in my life. Thank you very much.
Probably smart.
I think they're smart. How do you like them apples?
Off of
It's
that,
legally
drop a
blonde.
like. Drop a like on the stream if
That's right.
if you've
If you're
never
blonde,
crossed a blonde.
You're blonde.
If you're blonde, never crossed one, and yeah, just drop a like.
this movie is a political statement.
Well, for a lot of people, it is, but yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people are making it into stuff. It's crazy.
I moved Bradley into full screen. Tony had some things.
Oh, just Pinterest.
Mhm. Yeah, you can share your Pinterest with me after the stream. Bradley's left with nothing to say. Yeah. So focused.
Two monitors
Bradley
are for.
today.
That's what two monitors.
That's facts right there.
Yeah.
That is what two monitors are for.
That is exactly what two monitors.
So focused is Bradley. All right, I feel safe coming back. So Bradley, we're gonna get on that remnant stuff. That'll be a tonight thing, though. You said after the stream. Yeah, after the stream tonight.
Hey, dog. I take my time where I can get it, dog. I told
Well,
you
actually,
you might
want to start anyway because you can't start playing with me until you're done with the tutorial, and the tutorial is like an hour and a half long.
It's like an orientation video to play the video game.
Dude, like legitimately, yes. Like they bring you in and then you play like an opening sequence and then you go through some story stuff and it tells you in the beginning, it's just like, like you're not going to be able to play with anybody until you're done with this. So just get it done. So go ahead and prepare yourself, Bradley, with that opening thing so we can play with each other.
All right.
On the game? What Mike, what's the problem?
Mike,
Right. All right.
Are you something wrong, Mike? What's wrong with you, dog? We can't use regular words.
Common phrases? Man. Just saying.
I think it's you.
Hey, Chick-fil-A, I'll let your boy.
Not sure we're doing that.
What?
Chick-fil-A wants no part of this.
This is the only way that I'm gonna get this sponsorship is to go after it.
Chick-fil-A
go over
doesn't
The big dogs like Starbucks.
I like it too much
Put that logo
to
out
be
there.
paying. I like it too much to be paying for it.
Chick-fil-A, we don't stream on Sundays. We're good, right?
That's right.
Nope. That's right.
You guys are really in it today.
I want to get done.
What?
I just want to get done.
Well, again, yeah, you were talking at the beginning about how you wanted to do that the sword. That's like that's the one thing you haven't gotten to do yet.
So will probably 100% be done like during the week on my break.
You get those?
Yeah, I do.
Nice. It's very, very nice of you.
We had conference calls.
Oh, is that the break? The conference calls?
And we hang out on my breaks. Apparently, I'm not allowed to eat an apple.
No,
What? Double click.
not near a microphone.
Yeah.
No, it's annoying. It's very annoying. He puts the microphone right on the inside of his cheek, and then he eats the apple.
Oh, hey, Raul, I'm on my iPad.
Uh-huh.
Where do you think the headphones are?
in your
My
ears?
ear.
Yeah.
In my ear. In my ear. Can't really control it. They're so used to RTX life, they can't
This coming from the guys who can't even listen to me without headphones now. Like first world problems.
Echoing.
You
You're
echo
echoing all the
so
time.
bad, bro.
Whatever, dude.
It is so terrible.
Yeah.
So terrible. All right, guys. So let's hop into what's good. Who wants to start?
I'll go. I got a really quick, easy one.
All right.
I found this figure. Let me make sure I click on the right screen since nobody can handle Pinterest. One of my favorite characters growing up is Gambit. He came in right as Generation X became a thing. So I found this Japanese figure website, and it's kind of pricey, but it's a good collectible. And a superposable Gambit. And it's dope. I don't like the face so much, but like the way you can pose it is amazing.
That is nice. And that site isn't going to rob your credit card?
The jacket too? Like,
I hope not. I think it's like flexible.
I have a feeling that what people have been doing a lot lately is taking that body coon model and repurposing it to other characters. I have a feeling that started off as a body coon.
And the tail of the tail of the jacket doesn't move. It's just there's a point of articulation where you can bend it back here somewhere, and it's just a solid shape. It's just well done. And there are a bunch of them on there. Spider-Man's dope, but I like the Gambit because I don't have any Gambits. Yeah, but Japan figure. Hopefully, it doesn't steal my credit card information. I might jump on that. That's my what's good.
All right.
Ooh, Infinity Screen.
Did they say the scale of it, Tony?
Let's see.
They're like what, 6 inches tall?
Probably. It's probably like a 6-incher. Yeah.
Holden comments. Brad, what's good?
My what's good was going to be, and it still is going to be because I didn't think of anything else, was going to be my shirt. I was going to say, hey, Stylus League shirt. I ordered it not very long ago, maybe like a week and a half ago or something like that.
Wait, Brad, there's a Stylus League shirt. Where can people get that?
I know. I'm so glad you asked, Raul. So if you go to, the way I did it was I went to the Stylus League YouTube channel and went to the link on the store. And then what that does is it takes you to a store. I was surprised too. And there is where you go to find merchandise. And that's where I found my shirt. I got the light blue because I was just feeling light blue that day. But there's also a gray, white, black, and I believe red, maybe? Red? I think there's red. So you have options is what I'm trying to say. I went with light blue though. And that is my what's good. So again, I'm gonna have to go back there now, Raul, and get a mug. So I'm just giving you advance warning. There'll be a mug purchase coming today.
Yeah, Bradley bought a mug like 2 weeks ago, and I still haven't approved it with the vendor. So thank you. I'll knock yours out too.
Okay, good. Good.
Bradley felt some kind of way, but I did give him a mug, so he has a mug that he's using.
I need it for work.
I know. Bradley, what's your what's good?
Good that I started not started, but I started actually producing and helping with the production of Madden, so it was great. What was super great, I guess, because of all my time modeling on the Stylus League, I was able to like really get in and contribute quickly, and I'm going through things pretty fast. So, yeah, that's my what's good.
That's fantastic, man.
Nice, congrats, man.
That's great. Wait, did they even announce a Madden? I know it comes out every year. Nobody needs an announcement. All right, so what about you, Mike?
I got a couple. So I finally am rocking the shirt that I ordered, my Master Shake. And it's a zombie Master Shake with puff ink, no less. So the kind of the grunge that's dripping from the straw is puff. So I'm a big Aqua Teens Hunger Force fan. Got that. Also, I finally started breaking in my Anycubic Photon M3 Premium and lychee slicer. And so I had my original Hulk. Which was done on a filament printer, which I have yet to finish only because it's like, Yeah, I don't know. It's all right, but it's big, really big, right? So I started printing the pieces on the new printer, and they're like ridiculously fast and good. So I have pictures. Let me just flash these pictures real quick of the process because they look really, really good. Let's see, come over here. Hold on 1 second. I should have prepared this earlier. So here you go. It's down here. So look at the detail. It's crazy. Like this is the foot. And let's see, that's the foot. And where's the other stuff? So anyway, it's good. You know, I'm not going to take you through the whole process.
No, but that looks nice. Amazing. That looked amazing, dude.
So yeah, oh, you know what? All right, hold on. Well, thanks. Now you got me excited. All right, I'm going to show you the face, and then I'll call it. But the face is even more impressive, if I do say so yourself. Okay. So bring this down here, make this larger, and move this over. All right, so here's it right off of the print bed before I washed and cleaned it. And you can see that like it's just super, super crispy. So yeah, that's it.
Dude,
that's it. It's looking good.
Great. Yeah, it looks
Thanks, man.
Absolutely awesome.
Yep.
A couple of people here. Hannibal says have 3 Gambit statues and 2 sideshow ones.
I like the sideshow one. I haven't seen who. Well,
he asks, does anyone want one?
That sideshow one's dope.
Aldo says, "Hey Brad, try to bring back the NCAA football. Be the hero football game fans need." I think he meant Bradley.
Bradley. Yeah, you gotta advocate. I guess that's not around anymore. That's interesting.
I think there was a licensing issue because the players there was a licensing issue because of the likeness of the players, and the players weren't getting paid because you can't get paid according to the NCAA for college ball.
You can't. It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
we'll just hold on to that money for you.
Yeah, you can't get paid unless you're with the college, in which case you can just get a wheelbarrow and put it in there.
We're gonna hold on to that. You don't need that money.
Hey now, right?
Yeah, it's if I recall that was the problem with it. I could be wrong though. All right, talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back.
How did he's gone?
Now I'm leaving.
Now that he's. This is why I hate using layers and poly paint because it sucks.
I'm terrified to use layers with that because I've had it happen way too many times when I tried to to bake it in. It became like Technicolor, like these weird. By the way, is anyone, if you've seen the trailer for Loki season 2, and like Loki's doing this kind of crazy time slipping thing, whoever came up with the way that looks just had a bad transpose master experience. I don't know if you've seen it, but if you go and watch that trailer, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. That dude, whoever came up with that concept was like, I'm just going to go to ZBrush, do something wrong with Transpose Master, and get my idea, because that's exactly what that was. Can't tell me otherwise. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's absolutely true.
Hey, what's up, Denitra? Hope you're doing well.
Right, I haven't seen it, but I'm gonna take the opposing view on this. I'm gonna say otherwise.
It's clearly not a Transpose Master reference.
Spoiler.
It's a bold statement, Mike. It's a bold statement you just made that I made for you.
Right.
Jamie B said that he had some transpose issues this morning. No idea why it happens to him.
There are a couple of things that I found to cause problems. One is I don't know if it's just me, but you can't use deformers in Transpose Master, which is a bummer because that's very useful if you'd be able to use deformers in Transpose Master. I also had an issue where if like there's a weird name, I don't know if you guys like. I found out sometimes like I didn't realize it because the subtool palette doesn't show you if you have like a slash by mistake in your name, unless you go to rename it and then it shows up in the window. But if you like have like a weird symbol in your name by accident, then you have all kinds of problems with Transpose Master because it doesn't recognize that name when it tries to bring things back. But you won't see that as part of the name in the subtool palette because the subtool palette won't show you the slash or whatever. So it's a fun time when you can't get your pose to come back. Good time.
All right. Well, I'm back here. Did you guys cover Deniator?
Yes.
Yeah. Welcome to the stream. All right. So, Bradley, what are you working on? Kind sir. What you got? What you got moving and shaking in the back?
I am going through and enhancing the folds like I did on the pants on the toga piece. And yeah, I'm just trying to, I really want to get to the face of my Link because this is all busy work to me.
Well, you are an expert in faces.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
True.
Face expert over here.
I've had a face almost all my life.
Have you? Almost all your life.
Almost.
Huh?
Almost.
Yeah. I appreciate that. Jamie
Face
says,
expert.
I did
the
have
ability to be an expert.
Jamie says, I did have dynamic thickness on some tools. Maybe that was it.
Honestly, like when you have that problem, there's 1,000 things that could be, and I'll be like, at some point, I want to do some experiments. We'll get into Mr. Wizard's laboratory and see what else can go wrong with
Mr. Wizard. That's a callback.
Mm-hmm.
There's got to be like some ZBrush features that just absolutely don't work with other ZBrush features, and they should probably give warning signs.
Well, I think when you bring back your guy from Transpose Master and he looks like he was put in a blender, that's a pretty good warning sign. You know what I mean? Like when I saw that, I thought to myself, you know what? I think something went wrong, and I was right.
And you was right.
Great jacked. Because I'm a layman, I'm actually very curious to see what's going on over here with Tony. Like, what are you doing?
So you
right
see
now?
how the lace on the handle for the samurai sword kind of overlaps? So I was trying to make it as accurate as possible and like spin the ribbon so it kind of folds, but I was having trouble with that. So I'm just gonna take the lazy approach because nobody's gonna see it but me, and nobody's gonna appreciate it but me. So that.
I remember though.
I saw something that explained how to do it, but I don't remember where.
Yeah, someone. I can't remember. I think it might have been Pablo, actually, who did that. And
I know there's a way to do. There's definitely a way
I remember
to do
watching it and thinking that I would have never thought to do it that way, and it's very humbling. But yes, there's definitely some stuff out there where someone did that.
Well, this
Yeah,
is
so
good.
Yeah, Jamie says Pablo did it.
Okay, yeah. It's always going to be either Pablo or Pavlovich, one of the two P's.
Yeah. Let's see here. Looks like we got Shane on the stream.
Yo,
Shane says, "Hi guys, how's it going?"
Hey, Shane.
At that point, with like cloth and clothing, like I have no idea what to do to make this more interesting than just being cloth with wrinkles on it. Like there's got to be something else to do, right? But I don't know what that is. Me.
Jamie B says 2 hours of posing and it came back as interdimensional Link.
I've actually gotten in the habit sometimes of, if I know I'm going to be doing that, I'll bring it in a Transfer Master, do one quick thing, and try and send it back to make sure that it works, and then do it for real. Because usually, if there's a problem, it'll be a problem that'll come up no matter what. So, word to the wise.
Yeah. And Tony, you got Pablo's tut up.
It's the same thing I'm doing, so he's just doing it way more fancy than I am.
Look at that. That's crazy. Is that just you just do a bridge?
Yeah, it's just a bridge. It's the same thing I'm doing, but there's in real life, the ribbon would kind of fold the other way and it would kind of run like a Mobius strip. But I'm not doing all that, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is basically what I'm doing, except he added all those different threads in it. So I don't want that much geometry on there anyway. I got it. It's all good.
Folks, just throwing it out there, something you might want to kind of play around with a little bit here. If you look at my little dude's skin texture right here, and this is just meant to kind of give it a little bit of a noisy texture here. But don't forget, this is just regular noise in ZBrush. One of the things that you want to remember is that when you go to regular noise, down here, you can adjust, you can make this, I should actually bring this window over so you can see it. Let me just turn myself off for a second here. But if you, where the heck is my person? Oh, there I am. All right, hang on a second. All right, so you have these different, you can actually kind of scale the noise up and down in individual directions. And once you've done that to kind of make it scaled in different ways, then you can kind of rotate it around. You get this really kind of cool wood grain pattern sometimes. Like you get some really interesting designs as opposed to just basic bumps, which is what the standard noise thing gets. But when you do it something like this, you get this nice, you get some real twisty things happening here, which just kind of gives that noise a little more visual pattern that kind of is a little bit more interesting. I've done some really cool wood stuff just by playing around with those angles and scales and noise and then kind of playing with the color. So just letting you know that just regular old noise can do a lot of really cool things if you mess with those different sliders. You know what I'm saying? So it's just good to keep that in mind. Mm-hmm,
nice.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, if you haven't already done so, drop a like on this stream, especially if you're getting good information like what Brad just dropped down. Hannibal says that the classic sideshow game bit with the fiery cards is still his all-time favorite.
That means you're not sending it to me, Hannibal? Is that what you're saying?
Frederick is saying, I've got a what's good. I'm going to need some help on this name. What a Svestomir? Georgiev? The artist.
Let's pretend we're all saying it right.
The artist who created it. I should be better at this, but I'm not. The artist who created ZBuilder has developed a Substance Painter type plugin for ZBrush. It's called Texturator. Definitely buying that one. I'm sorry, I had to say that name. Anything that ends with a tour.
Drop a link to it. I'm curious.
In Discord, he won't have the ability to do
what's
it.
What's ZBuilder? What is ZBuilder? Do I know ZBuilder?
ZBuilder. I think did he mean C modeler?
No, maybe it's a plugin.
He was interviewed on SpeedChair Live. SpeedChar Live.
If he was, then we can find out how to pronounce his name.
Yeah. Guys, are there any interview channels or anything like that you guys would like to see Mike or Bradley or any of the other gentlemen here on? I'd love to see you guys on other channels.
Looking at it, but I don't know what I'm looking at.
Bradley, what happened to the music? Music? What happened to it? Yeah, music stopped. Hannibal says, think Z Builder is a button click Z modeler type tool. No. And we have Bob Benjamin on the stream with a pink wavy hand. Hello, Bob. Welcome to the stream. Drop a like while you're here. There we go. Music's back. Thank you, Bradley. Ooh, Anthony is on. Anthony says, what's up, Stylus League? Hey, what is up, Anthony? By the way, I did see that you ended up picking something up from the store. So did want to give you a shout out there. Can't remember what it was. I think it was a shirt or something. No, it was a hat. It was a hat. See, I look at these things. So shout out to Anthony for picking up his Stylus League merch. Really excited to see some images in the Discord, if you will. And you dropped something earlier today too. What is that? So the concept of like a gauntlet that you're doing, right? Frederick says Z Builder is a plugin that lets you create anatomy with just simple sliders. It's pretty crazy. There's a version for humans and one for monsters.
I don't think I've ever heard of that. Interesting.
Yeah.
Good question, guys. Did they change Control Shift with the gizmo that you can't slide it? Like Control Shift used to unlock it, and you could duplicate the group, right?
Isn't it just control?
It's just control.
Doesn't work.
Yeah. So
you're getting a warning. You're getting an error at the top.
Yeah. I got. There it is. Okay. Cool. All right. Thanks, guys.
Anthony says both shirt and hat. The shirt was first, and the hat was calling me.
Nice.
That's awesome. Anthony, let me know how the hat turns out. Frederick says Texturator is not out yet. Again, that's how you have to say that name. Man, I'm hungry. I'm sitting here thinking I should have ate something before this stream started.
I always think that.
Yeah, 2 cups of coffee is not enough.
Ooh, it's not actually food. But...
That's what I kept telling Bradley back in the day, but he didn't believe me.
There's beans in it.
Touché.
That's actually funny. You never gave me that reply. That is amazing.
With age comes wisdom.
There's beans in it. That's amazing. It's bean water.
I should just make this and just be done with it.
Now, Tony, did you know that you can use the Shift key and draw out that same distance every time? It's a weird thing, but I've just learned this not too long ago. That if you can, like, it's a weird little bit with the Control/Shift key, but if you hold down Control and then drag it down, and then as you're doing this with your other finger, hold down Shift and let go of Control. If you just keep dragging down, it'll just drag out copies of it. It's a weird little thing, but you can kind of like just, I don't know, the same. It's a thing.
So you're saying Control?
So watch. So now don't let go of Control, but with your fingers, shift straight from Control to Shift, and then start dragging. Keep switch from Control to Shift, and then start dragging. Oh, you let go, didn't you?
God damn it.
So hold down Control, and then right there, switch from Control to Shift. That's it, like one or the other, and then start dragging your mouse.
Like you're doing a Hadouken, you got to switch them like straight.
Keep going, drag. Oh, jeepers!
This is too good. No, I can't. I don't have the coordination or dexterity.
Well, I mean, Shane is
That
saying
should be a
wouldn't
button.
an array work better.
I mean,
So
let's see. So you said control, drag, shift, and then let go of control.
keep going, keep dragging. See you're moving the camera. So, Raul, can you come to my screen for a second? I'll show you what I'm talking about. It's
sure.
it might be an easier way of doing it, but this is so. If I have the sphere here, I'll hold down control and drag it to right about here, and then I'm going to shift my fingers from control to shift. And as I keep dragging, it's going to start popping out copies of that right on top of it. Oh, wait. Jamie says you just release control and keep dragging. That might also work. Yep. Okay. Forget it.
Wow.
Just drag it out once with control. Thanks, Jamie. Drag it out, once with control. And once you get to where you want it to stop, just let go of control and then keep dragging your mouse.
That's
Jamie,
dope.
thank you. So much better than what I just did.
That's dope.
Tony, stop listening to me.
I just learned. Me just learned.
That is useful. Cool. Thanks. Thanks, Brad.
It's possible, by the way, that the shift thing was doing nothing when I was doing it. And
Yeah,
I was
probably not.
Just because.
Yeah, probably not a damn thing.
It's very
This is what
possible
it's
that whole stage of that process was absolutely useless, and I had no idea.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that maybe it used to do something, and then they stopped it with an update.
I go so far as to say it's probable that it was useless what I was doing.
Yeah, I'm gonna go say it never did anything.
You're gonna go out on a limb.
Yeah.
Brad, your camera's off, FYI.
No, I think people are going to be okay. Okay, let me get it back.
Well, on occasion, a cat walks by and gives the people what they want.
That's what happens when you have a program that there's a million ways to do one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Jamie says it helped improve your It helped improve your dexterity, though.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be pretty cool if what they ended up doing if and when the inevitable AI features come in, that it only works if you can do specific combinations, like in a fighting game. If you can't pull it off, it doesn't work and it destroys your model.
As much as I like Street Fighter, I only pull off those combos by accident. If I'm being honest. Perfectly honest.
Yeah, it works for me when I'm on baby mode.
Mm-hmm.
Press one button, do all these combos.
Yeah, there's no doubt I would just be a button masher. I wouldn't know what to do. I would just be hitting every button and hoping that someone got punched.
Oh, look at that. I hit him. Great.
Oh, that's nice. It landed. Mike, what you got going on right now?
I think.
I merged my hoodie together as one thing. So now I'm just going in and starting to sculpt it a little better. And I just made some of the string things. Listen, I don't want to get too technical with the names of these things.
Yeah.
The string things that go on hoodies, those things.
Scientific term, yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I'm putting those on now, actually. Put those in place on the hoodie.
Awesome. Jamie says, finish him is a combination to Dynamesh the sculpt and add keys for printing.
It wouldn't be bad if left up down left right BA start did something. So
that's what I'm saying.
It should.
That it would make this whole process more entertaining. It makes it so that not just anyone can use AI. They need to be able to use combinations. I think it's good. I think it'll be good. Anthony says, Bradley, have you been still? Or okay, so are you still using Extract Pro? I'm considering picking that up. I noticed that you're using that during the anime series with IR Sculpt.
It's on every machine that I use ZBrush on. It's just great. Yes, I still use it. It's on my UI, and I always use it.
So, what's the benefit of using it for those who did not see that series?
It's just there's like other ways to like quickly. So the thing is that like when you have Geo, for example, that has like subdivisions like this have, you can't really. You can delete your subdivisions and you can go in and start to use like mesh extract. But what's the cool thing about the Extract Pro, that it does a mesh extract and it also does a zero mesh kind of all at the same time, and then it also does like a crease by edges. So if I go here, this says multiple subdivisions. I'm going to mask this section out. I'm going to use with Extract Pro. You can select how many polygons you want it to have. I'll do 1K, and you can offset it off of the Geo if you want, but I'm going to leave it right on it. I'm going to hit extract. Extract it. Oh, I forgot I had this other area masked out, but you see how it extracted and gave you like a really good panel.
Yep.
And so you can do all types of cool stuff. So like,
Has anybody saved today?
I've been saying save the whole time.
Barky, you had one job.
Good job. Good call.
Yep. And it's cool, like if you want to like do hard surface stuff really quickly, you want the stuff to be in a certain position, you get clean Geo and all in one button.
Okay. Nice. Thank you for that, sir. Shane says button smashing in ZBrush. It's stylized.
That's my go-to word for things that didn't quite work out.
Is it now?
It's part of my style.
Yeah. It's your signature style.
Yeah, exactly right. That's clearly a Groatman sculpt.
Yep. Anthony says thank you to Bradley for working through all that. Ooh, what is the cat doing right now?
He's finding a nice spot to lie down right on top of my tablet. That does make it a little more challenging when I'm sculpting. I don't know if it makes it worse, but it definitely makes it limits the range of my already relatively small tablet when I have a cat's face blocking the upper right hand corner. So I just need to move my camera somewhere where I can sculpt and not disrupt his sleep, because
it's a challenge modifier. It's fine.
Yeah, having him move is obviously out of the question. There are certain things we just can't do here.
Speaking of cats, Brad, guess what?
What?
My daughter got a new kitten yesterday.
Oh man, what's now? Did she name him Nick Furry? Because
that's incredible. It's
a girl. It's a girl, and also, why did you tell people the name? Don't ever share the name. I haven't used the name yet. I have to name my cat Nick Furry first, and then you can tell people the name. Don't anyone use that. But no, it's a girl. She hasn't named it yet, but it's only 7 weeks old, so it's like hiding under everything right now. But she's super excited about it.
I know the feeling. I have a little cat who probably is exactly that same age, 7 weeks or so. Apparently, who is right by my feet, and he was very quiet about that. And I have to make sure I don't accidentally step on him, because that would probably not be good for his next doctor appointment.
I just hear in the background her and Mari Cat blazing pictures back and forth and commenting on text.
That's fun. Bob Benjamin asks Do you guys use Marvelous for clothing? And Bradley, I'm going to let you answer that.
I do.
There you go. So Bradley's been using Marvelous right now for the link that he's making. Do any of the rest of you guys do?
I used to, then I got too cheap.
I just go to the Gap.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nobody got that joke. I got that joke.
Yeah. I used it and then I stopped. I forgot how to use it. There's so much that you can do in there. Keep forgetting.
Do you find it
Brad?
easier to sculpt
Brad?
in ZBrush the clothing?
I found it easier to make those in Marvelous. Actually, it's so much. My license stopped working for some reason. Get on that.
I actually really enjoy sculpting like the folds. That's for me is like Tony doing clean geo and retopologizing, or Brad animating. I love doing sculpture of folds and stuff. So that's why I don't use Marvelous.
Got it. All right. So
Job requirement.
Yeah.
Job
For you had to use Marvelous.
Is it? Well, I guess I ain't getting that job, son. Because I'm gonna be sculpting them clothes.
Well, if it's part of their workflow, you gotta do it. Everything always goes back to ZBrush though. Like you're still doing them. Like Marvelous is just used for blockout. Like consider Marvelous like blockout, and then everything goes back into ZBrush eventually, or sculpting extra, because you never every game has a look that they want cloth to have, and you're always going back and removing stuff, adding stuff.
Bob, hopefully that answers your question. You're working on the base right now, Brad?
I couldn't take it anymore. It was just a blocked out shape, and it's at some point I want this to feel like a integrated part of the final thing, and if I kind of wait until the end, then it's just going to be just a thing he's standing on, and I kind of and that's, I don't know about anyone else, but bases are always the worst part, because usually I do them at the very end, and I'm already kind of like either impatient to be done or just out of ideas. So if I was like, well, it's just a base, who cares? So if I start a little earlier, then maybe I can kind of turn the base into something that I actually kind of want to embellish and give its due, because otherwise it's just going to be a thing he's standing on, which is fine, but
Are
I
you
want him
going
to
to
be
make
in the swamp, so it needs to feel swampy. And right
yeah,
now
that's what I was going to say. Are you going to make it swampy and
swampy as all
kinda...
heck, Raul? Swampy as all heck.
All right.
There's going to be moss. There's going to be lichens. Are there lichens in the swamp? I don't even know.
There are now.
Funguses, fungi,
there now.
fungus of some sort. There's going to be funguses. This is going to be a whole ecosystem unto itself.
When you're done, are you going to drain it?
Someone is biting my foot. Just letting you know. And
I'm sorry. My apologies.
Little tiny needle teeth.
Yeah, my apologies. I don't mean to bite. Jamie says, I'm looking for ideas for my Link's base.
Yeah. No, the hardest part with bases too is that this is not for a print, so I'm not really overly concerned in this sense. But sometimes the base can be too much; it can overpower the whole thing to the point where the whole thing's just a base with a little tiny thing on top of it, or it's just going to be like a cylinder he sits on. So I gotta try and find something which adds to the thing without overshadowing it and becoming its own, focal point. I don't get it. That's why whenever I see stuff that has a cool base, I'm simultaneously encouraged and angered. That's how I do it.
If Jamie, just because I know the model that you're making, if you take a look at the amiibo, the Breath of the Wild amiibo, It's in a similar pose, and they use like a smoke or like a smoky kind of bottom part for his base. Not saying that you have to do that, just giving you some inspiration. Anthony says, does Marvelous have a GOZ function and import with polygroups in patterns by chance?
And when the stream is over, I actually did a walkthrough of how you can get your scenes and your polygroups back in from Marvelous Designer. All those answers were early on, but no Go Z function. But you can export and get it in and get all your patterns and stuff in your scenes.
Yeah, you guys are super focused today.
I answered the question. What?
No, not like where. Yeah, you did. Good job.
The problem is Brad is so far ahead of the game that he's kind of made it impossible for us to screw around here.
I don't think that's even remotely true.
I didn't even think about that. That's what you're thinking?
That's what I'm thinking. I mean, that's what I'm thinking. I know Bradley is going to say that that's not what he's thinking, but I know that's what he's thinking. It is totally what you're thinking.
Not even a little bit.
Okay. I'm wrong.
It's okay. You don't have to be right all the time.
So Jamie, yes, they made like this wispy, smoky thing kind of coming out from the base. I have it, but it's behind the glass in my PC, so not taking the PC apart to show it, but I'm sure you can find some good images on it online.
I do like when they do that, and the bases are lots have smoke and stuff as part of the sculpt. Kind of.
Yeah, I think amiibos do a pretty good job until but sometimes they just get really lazy. Like, so specifically with the base, I mean, right? Because if you look at the Zelda amiibos specifically, right? If you look at the Breath of the Wild one, that looks really good and really detailed. But if you look at like the Super Smash Brothers version, like they just decided to give him a clear yellow stick to hold him up in that pose. So you know, sometimes they do a good job. Sometimes they're like, nah, fuck it. Just keep it. Just put a stick in it. Zerchan says, my Spider-Gwen is on hold because of the base. I have no idea what to do for the base.
Mm-hmm.
Zerchan, drop it. I don't know. Drop it into Discord, and maybe we'll pop it up here, and I'll see if the fellas have any ideas on what they can, what you could do for the base. Looks like Jamie got it. It says, okay, cheers. Zerchan says, Sideshow lately have been doing this cities in perspective for their bases, so I don't want to do the same.
Yeah, I wonder where that started. I wonder where that started.
Jamie B says, yep, Brad did it first.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I it's a pickle is what it is. Like, where did that start? No, I'm sure I didn't start it.
But you finished it, sir.
I started it. I think it worked out fairly well. Not that I want to, bring this up and show, but I'm going to bring this up and show. It's not the same. It's not the same, but it's kind of the same. I mean, if I'm being honest, it's kind of the same, right? I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's similar. It's
Hashtag
similar.
first.
Yeah, it's similar to have the city kind of coming out of nowhere like that. I mean, that's this was 2 years ago, so I'm just throwing it out. Just
So, Brad, if you could print that, paint it, and ship it to me, that'd be great.
well,
He's done that already.
Funny you said that.
funny you should mention that, Raul, because
Snap! Look at that.
I mean, someone did print and put this together. You know what I'm saying?
I think it looks great. That's one of my favorite. It's one of my favorite Brad pieces.
I'm surprised the cats.
Yeah, that would test our relationship. But yeah. So yes, so you can see, So just throwing it out there. Sideshow, hit me up.
Yeah, that looks great, brother. Jamie says they got the idea from AI. DK says that's sick. And Anthony says, awesome work, Brad.
Thank you. Yes, but it's all Sideshow. Sideshow did it first.
There's no better way to get work from a company than call them out on a show.
Yeah, calling them directly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the only reason I won't get work from Sideshow. If I'm being honest.
Listen, might have made a similar mistake in the past.
Yeah, we've all been there. But folks, you see, again, do you see, like, this is my tree. This is the tree, and you see how this is not the most exciting as far as like tree trunks go. This is not necessarily the one that's going to kind of like bring people. But if you then turn on some fancy noise, like you get some really interesting wood patterny type things around here. Because again, like this is all just that basic noise, just with I scaled it down in one direction, rotated it a little bit, and you get some really cool. Some really cool effects this way. So you can get some really interesting noise patterns just by kind of messing around with the scale inputs, So just worth playing around with because you can really get some funky results that you would spend a lot of time sculpting otherwise.
Nice.
Yeah, that noise is basic.
I'm not up to date. Is that bad?
I don't know.
I don't even know anymore.
Bradley, I see you're moving on to the face now.
Yes. Time is money.
Jesus, guys.
One, just so you know, it takes me a second to think about what to say and put me on the spot. There's no lead in. Didn't know. So my goal. So I want this guy to have a cartoony, but I don't know, realistic face, kind of. We'll see how it goes. I don't want it to be too realistic. I'm trying to make sure I like. Stylize. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. Thanks. That's the word I'm looking for. Stylize. But we'll see. I'm just trying to get some of the anatomy stuff in.
Okay. Gus says, Brad, the one-man band. By the way, Gus, where have you been this stream? Just chilling in the background.
Ram called him out for not got him out of bed, I think, and
yeah, he got him out of bed. He called him. He's like, "Get up out of here." That's fun.
So one of the tips that I got or feedback that I got when since I need to put more subtlety in my work. So it's been especially like stuff like feedback from work. Like I need to put more subtlety and stuff instead of like always having like harsh carve outs or harsh forms, but to kind of like blend things a little bit more. And I really focused on that a lot this week, and it was the work that I've done like really hammered in subtlety. So I have to pass any of that feedback on. It's what you add and then what you take away to help build your character. It's just as important.
In terms of like the features, like subtleties, that we're talking about?
Instead of like when you go in and you carve stuff in, it's just as important what you fade away. Like the element of that is there, but I'm fading away the harshness of applying it.
Okay, yeah.
So I have to give some feedback or pass on knowledge that I'm gaining.
Absolutely. Zerchan says, awesome piece, Brad. Sorry, I didn't know you did it first.
I probably didn't do it first. For all I know, I subconsciously stole it from somebody else. Subconsciously, though. I'm just for the record.
Jamie says, great tip, Bradley. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, again, and then when you apply that noise to the mesh, it really just distorts the crap out of it, and it's really, really cool. Like this would have taken me forever to sculpt as wood. I didn't have to. Noise, apply, done.
I just happened to be scrolling through Sideshow and I ran across your Ahsoka and Darth Maul. Mike?
Oh, thanks. I mean, you didn't say anything, but yeah, thanks. Thanks that you ran across it.
What do you mean I didn't say anything? I'm on it.
He was telling you he ran across it.
I ran across it. I'm saying it.
I mean, no, but it's not. That wasn't a compliment. I mean, you ran across it, so I said thank you prematurely. I jumped the gun on the thank you. You see it on the thing.
I've told you it looks good. Do I need to say it every time?
Thank you for acknowledging that it was on there.
Yeah, was that it's here. Shitty ass fuck.
He accepts hate more than he accepts.
It's very clear.
Listen, I'm a Padawan of the Groatman school. I don't know how to take compliments, and they make me uncomfortable. So there's that.
Okay.
Yeah.
No more of those then.
You've learned well, my son.
No more of those.
React well to compliments.
Yeah, because actually, admittedly, I haven't like really browsed a lot of what Sideshow does.
Yeah, it's great stuff.
It's great stuff, really great stuff. A lot of really good things on here. A lot of things I wish I had the money to buy.
Yep, it's a good way to go, bro.
I got to tell you, they have an ODB on there that's pretty reasonably priced. Check that out.
It looks good on my show.
So ODB, help me out.
Oh, Dirty Bastard.
Oh, okay.
From the Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
Wu-Tang is for the children.
Yeah, I just didn't know what the acronym was.
Well, it's pretty new, so I could see that.
Yeah, it's brand. It's spanking new. I see you're getting all mossy over there, Brad. I see you.
I'm working on it. Yeah, it's fun to try and play around with some of these presets and see what we can do with them, because some I don't know what they actually are, so I just want to see what they look like. And this is a little bit, a little much. I was gonna say it's a little much.
Heavy-handed.
Yeah, it's a little, but still nice. Anthony says that ODB is one of my faves. The Osiris of this ish.
Nice. Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
I've seen better.
Mhm.
Gus says, awesome stuff, everyone. Insane to have this amount of work done. Hey, we'll be sick if you work all on one piece, all for sculpting a unique character or scene. It's actually a pretty interesting idea.
Like Voltron, this shit.
Yeah, like Voltron. Yeah, I like that. I like that idea. It's pretty interesting. We will take it away, Gus. All right. Well, guys, we're at noon. So I'm gonna go ahead and say pencils down, up, whatever it might be. And Tony, where did we start this stream and where did we end?
Okay, we started with, what do we start with? We started with stand-in for my sword. So it was this thing just to get the shape right. Well, not that thing, this thing. And I made the sword and the handle, and I'm still gonna decorate a little bit, but I basically have a model and I'm just working on the placement.
All right. I actually like the way the sword is coming out.
Thanks. Yeah, so this is where we are right now with the sword.
All right. Brad, where did you start and where did you end today?
Mostly, I was trying to kind of block out all the stuff like the gloves and the feet and the underlying body and stuff like that, and try and get the base to feel a little bit more like it's kind of dialed in. I added lots of fiber mesh today. I put some fiber mesh on his. You can see I actually kind of made some leafy stuff kind of like grow out of his legs for some reason. Oh, that was interesting. Some kind of mossy stuff. I did also go with the hat little brims. I kind of like broke them up into little pieces so they have a little more of a frayed edge. They weren't just blocked in. Lots of just dirtying him up to a certain extent, just kind of making the cloth and stuff around him feel less just blocked in, a little bit more wrinkled, lived in, that kind of a thing. But yeah, he's coming together. I think next week's going to be a fun little way to kind of go through and just tweak all the little details and make it feel a little bit more finished up. But for the most part, he's there. So now it's just a fun time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's looking really good, man.
Thank you.
Bradley, what about you? Where did we where did we start and where did we end today?
So we started with an import from Marvelous Designer on these pants. Put in some work to get some of the details going on it. Let's see if I go here. In the stitching, then I did some more cloth work here. I zebra meshed and paneled this piece of cloth, and then I did a little bit. I altered his face a little bit.
All right, and you're starting to work on the face now, like properly.
Yes.
Yeah.
What are you saying about my face? I think his face is proper. What do you want me to do? Gosh.
I'm saying that now is when you're starting to put the time in on it.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. And Mike, what about you? What do we got going on here?
I got the shirt a little more dialed in and put some more details on to that. Started to do some kind of hard surface little strokes to it, which I'm feeling this is the stylization that I want to have on this guy. And I'm just getting the pieces in bit by bit. So he is definitely gonna get there. I'm right now at the point where you can see I just threw on some color on the board, and I'll be kind of painting that in, detailing the book bag, and hitting his face and hair probably next session, and figuring out the post. We just have one more left, right? So
yeah, we only got one more show.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
No, I thought we were going to end of August.
Oh, are we?
Oh.
Yes, because we were supposed to announce in chat who our stream person is, who we're streaming with in September.
Yeah, I was gonna say it here, and after we were done as
were
the
we?
roundup.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right. So yeah, there you go. There you go. Skateboard link.
Okay. So yeah, we're gonna be going.
Did we go through everybody?
Tony,
We went through everyone. Brad, what were you saying?
I just want to see what Tony was doing. I don't know. Did we go through? Did we wrap up with Tony?
Yeah, we did. We started with him. We did. Tony, you, then Bradley, then Mike.
I must have been somewhere else. I don't know what the heck was going on. Okay.
Someone didn't hear what you did, Tony. Someone was like, whatever Tony's doing.
Someone was preparing his own stuff. He wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, guys, who are we bringing on as a guest in September?
Bradley, you want to say?
No. Honor's yours. You did all the work.
Well, hey, listen. So if any of you have been using Pablo's Geo brush, it's based off of Geo. Help me with pronounce his last name. Is it Nap? I was not prepared. Nap. Yeah. I wasn't prepared for this. Amazing sculptor, Patrick, also Bradley. Who the freak is Patrick? Patrick has also had a class with Geo, and as has Dave. Oh, Dave is either. Nakpill, yes. Yeah. So Bradley had a class with him. I actually have one of his statues on pre-order. So we hit it off right away. We're going to do an interview with him, and then we're going to bring him on and have him as our guest for 4 weeks. So that's going to be a really, really big thing. We have big guests and interviews coming really, really soon, you guys. So we have another interview that's coming as well. So we won't tell you who it is, but
you can tell who our interview is. We're going to push that out.
Okay, well, I'm going to let you do that. Go ahead. Who's
we interviewed Ed Bradley. He's a painter by profession, and I think he, like a lot of you guys who buy a lot of sideshow statues, have his work. So
that's right.
we did a great interview. He did a great breakdown on painting statues, his process, what he's thinking about, his journey through the industry. I think it's going to be a really exciting interview.
Yeah, and then in the second hour with him, we get to go through his pieces, and they're amazing. I actually have one of his paintings behind me, his paint apps for I can't remember anybody's name. Eric Sosa's Thanos for Kotobukiya. So amazing guests and interviews. You guys are going to be really, really happy. We're going to end the year big.
Sure are. A lot of other announcements coming down the pike here pretty soon as well. So a lot of really exciting stuff happening over here in the league, and we can only do that with your support. So if you guys would drop a like on the stream, subscribe to the channel, share it out with anybody that you think would like the content. There's some merch out there.
Mike, I'm also going to say one more thing. I'm excited for October.
October is going to be dope.
I'm excited for October. So
yeah, we listen. Yeah. We have stuff, so much good stuff coming that we don't even remember how much good stuff we come. This has been a whirlwind week. Yeah. So big stuff.
It's going to be great.
Yep.
I can finish my outro now. Do I have permission?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a whole other guest. What Bradley's talking about is a whole other guest. We're not going to talk about that. We got a whole other guest. Just saying. Go ahead. You were saying something, Raul. What were you talking about? Something. Cats? Was that what it was?
Thank you guys for showing up this week, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.
All right, guys.
Bye.